Hi, this is Joe again. Hi, this is Joe again with another movie review. And for the subject of this video, I'm going to be discussing a classic courtroom drama, which recently, as of this morning, as the day of doing this video, was shown on one of the local channels. This TV was shown on movies. That's happened to be showing this movie today, and I happened to see it, so I figured I remember it so much, so I decided to do a review of that film, and that's the 1960 courtroom drama Inheirt The Wind. Of course, so Spencer Tracy, Dick York. I forgot the guy who played the other lawyer, but this movie is definitely one of the better courtroom dramas you're ever going to see. For this film, it is based on the 1920s actual courtroom case called the Scopes Monkey Trial. And a few years later, I think back in the 1950s, they made a play of it. And when I was in high school, I actually read the book version of it. And it is written out as a play form in the book version. They have someone read a dialogue, like so and so said this, and you read the dialogue, and the next person, and it's reading like you're reading a script. And then in 1960, they made the film. And there has been, I think, a TV movie version, which I believe is on YouTube. And the original film, you're going to see like bits and pieces of actual scenes in. And there was one video that I do remember saying that of a guy speaking and telling, the viewers, whoever having to be viewing that video, what's wrong with the movie and how inaccurate the movie was to the actual court case. Of course, the actual court case in the movie version saw Spencer Tracy as Clarence Darrow, but unfortunately it was not called Darrow in the film. They did use the first letter of the last name of all the major parts for the two lawyers in particular, because the two lawyers were Clarence Darrow for defending the school teacher, and you had William Jennings Bryan defending the prosecutor in the case. And for the film, it was called Brady, Matthew Brady versus he wasn't called Darrow. He was called I forgot what it was called in the film. Excuse me, I just remember seeing the film now, and I had to get all the names straight. But I know it wasn't called Darrow and Bryan in the film. It was called Matt Brady for the prosecution, and Clarence Darrow was called something else. But Clarence Darrow was involved in the case, the actual case. And of course, Spencer Tracy, of course, he makes fun the way he played the part. He makes fun of all the the beliefs that this town had. What the story is that Gates was played by Dick York, from Bewitched. And the original Darren for Bewitched, he plays a school teacher named Gates, who was teaching his class Darwin's Theory of Evolution. And of course, because one of the students told his parents what the teacher's going over, and of course the parents got mad and told the local minister and everything else, hey, he's teaching evolution in the class, because in the state, I think it was originally Tennessee, the actual state, they actually had a law in the books which you're not supposed to teach evolution in the schools. And excuse me, I'm touching the camera here. And of course, the original case, they actually wanted to challenge the law, the original case. But in the movie version, he was just teaching it because he wanted the kids to actually learn an actual science and not learn the superstitions that was in the Bible. And of course, it ticked off the townspeople, and they wanted to have him on trial. And there were several scenes where the townspeople were putting him in effigy, saying he should be put in hell, he should be hung on the courthouse steps. And real fanatics, these Bible fanatics. And of course, the kind of style character played by Spencer Tracy, he comes down to Tennessee with Gene Kelly, with all people with Gene Kelly. Um, in the movie, it was Gene Kelly. He plays a reporter for the Baltimore Sun, and this is the only role that Gene Kelly ever had where it wasn't singing and dancing in it. He played a real serious role instead of maybe something comedy like singing in the rain or singing and dancing role. He was real serious. I don't know if he was nominated for Academy Award for this role. I think he might have, but he did great in this. He was really good in this role as being a sarcastic reporter, a newspaper reporter. And of course, in the film, we also had Claude Atkins, I believe his name. One of the Claude names was Claude Atkins, I believe. He's the minister, and the school teacher was engaged to the Reverend's daughter, and it came and said a little friction there. And because she is engaged to the school teacher, there's one particular scene just before the trial started that the minister condemned his own daughter to hell for supporting the school, for having the nerve to support the school teacher. And of course the highlight of the film was when Darryl gets Brady on the stand because he's supposed to be such a big Jewish believer in the Bible and that's the only book he reads, and so he gets him on the stand, and it shows the jury and the witnesses, in the courtroom, what an ignorant fool this guy really is. And it was really, that's really the highlight of the film, even though it does build up very well, throughout the whole film. But the highlight of the scene is the two of them going at it on the court. Because I remember in the book it was like page after page after page of just these two guys going at it. And of course in the film it doesn't play that well in the book version, but in the movie it plays terrific. And that sequence does go on for a while, but it works well, especially when you more and more the baseball look like a Bible thumping fool. But and they do have a verdict in this case. I'm not going to give it away for any of you who haven't seen the film or possibly even seen the remake. I haven't seen the remake myself. The remake saw George C. Scott in it. I have not seen the remake myself. But last time I looked, it was on YouTube. Last time I looked, but I haven't seen it personally myself, so I can't compare the two versions. But I'm not going to give away the verdict. And after the verdict, Brady felt like, hey, I have to get back my reputation for the townspeople. So at first he wrote this whole big closing argument, and the judge. I should point out, the judge was played by Harry Morgan, from Wagner and from MASH. He played the judge. So the judge says at first, no, I don't want to hear any closing arguments on this. So then after the verdict was read, Brady decides to go through his closing argument anyway. It goes on and on and on. Then all of a sudden he drops dead right there, and the quote was pretty dramatic. Not even pretty dramatic, but pretty sad, because the townspeople now at this point, throughout 3/4 of this movie, to the courtroom scene with Brady and Darryl going at it, he was praised by the townspeople. And we were giving him parties, we were giving him elaborate dinner after dinner after dinner. They were so happy and proud that he's in this town. They're so happy and proud that he was going to be prosecuting this case. He's going to hang the school teacher in front of the courthouse and all this other stuff. But then he just made a fool out of himself when it was on the stand. So he felt like, hey, I gotta get back my reputation on this thing. And he, read this thing, and he ends up dying. His gut busted open because he couldn't handle, his body couldn't handle the type of food he was eating. All the spicy food and stuff, and he ended up dying because of it. That's what they say. But I know I'll give away what the ending was. But that very, very last scene with Spencer Tracy all by himself in the courtroom, and he leaves and walks out with the song Glory, Glory, Hallelujah playing in the background with a woman singing it. That's definitely one of the greatest endings of a courtroom movie that you're gonna see. The only thing that reminds me of that scene was the last scene in A Few Good Men, the Tom Cruise, which I previously reviewed. It does kind of have like a similar ending to it. Few Good Men ending and the ending of Inheirt The Wind. We're not going to give away the end. I'm going to give away the ending. The ending was when Spencer Tracy walks out of the courtroom. He has the book of Darwin's theory and the Bible. So he's looking at the two books and he's comparing and going like this, like this, turning one on the other. Then he takes the two books, one on top of the other, and he picks up his briefcase and he walks out of the courtroom, and that's how the movie ends. The movie was great. I mean, it is a great movie. I didn't expect to like it as I did, because after I read the book, my father told me that, hey, there's a movie version on this. And we have to go to a local video store and they happen to have the movie, so we rented it out and watched it. I said, hey, that's pretty good. And they expected to like it because they didn't really, because the book was okay, but great. I like the movie. The movie is obviously better than the book version. But we haven't had a chance to either find the movie. I don't think the original movie's ever been completely put on YouTube. Unfortunately. Again, because of copyright rules or whatever, you can't see. You do see like little scenes or snippets of it, but not the entire film itself. Also, you can check out other videos of Inheirt The Wind, because there's one with a documentary on of the actual trial. There's one like I mentioned earlier with the guy disputing everything was in the movie, how inaccurate it was, and all that stuff. Thank you for watching the video. Please click on it, please rate it, feel free to comment on it, please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. And also you can check out my older reviews on not only here on YouTube, but you also can go to rallyc.com and you can check out some of my older videos on there as well. And plus, you can also check out the Rally Reviewer. You can check out his content, because his content is a hell of a lot better than mine. I have to say it, because he does great work. He does great. Chris Lee Morris, the Rally Reviewer, and he does terrific work on his website. There's a link on the side of his web page. We can see all my videos that he linked to his website. Plus, offhand, I don't know the actual number at this point, how many of my videos he linked on his site, maybe about 5 of them, maybe 6 tops, at this point. But he's eventually going to link most of my reviews on his site to add more to his content on his website, plus to get more viewership on my videos as well. So it doesn't hurt me, it doesn't hurt him either. So it's pretty good. And like I said, you can check on rallyc.com. That's ROWDY, the letter C.com. And you can check out my older videos, and you also can see his all of his videos that he's done. Now, I recently just did one this week for our TV trash review of Baywatch Nights. And the funny thing is that I did a review on Baywatch, which is one of my older videos. So it's kind of funny. You can check out my review of Baywatch. You can check his review of Baywatch Nights. But my review of Baywatch is not on his website yet. You can only see it on YouTube at this moment as I'm doing this video. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.